All right, welcome to the Midwest Brew Review. We are still in shelter-in-place quarantine from COVID-19, but we're here in St. Charles at Alter's new location, Alter Brewing. If you remember Alter Brewing from any of our videos, every time we're at Alter, it gets a little crazy. We went on a tour of the brewery first. That was one of our first videos ever released. We have a bunch of footage from our launch week that is never going to see the light of day, and some other stuff from Alter Fest, which has been great. But we're here today, right, guys?
Yes, restrictions are going to be lifted a little bit for outdoor seating and things like that at bars on May 29th, so that should be tomorrow. So they're kind of a little crazy right now, scrambling to set that all up. We were able to lock Mark down for a little bit. Bill?
Hey guys, we appreciate your support, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Check out our videos on Facebook and our YouTube channel, and we're also on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, please check us out, and we're gonna go check Alter out.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Midwest Brew Review. Welcome.
Thank you.
To Alter Brewing Company, Brewing and Kitchen in St. Charles. So we're going to walk into the heart and soul of the brewery, the Brew House. Sanitizing our bright tank, transfer our batch 1, first beer that we brewed here in St. Charles about 2 weeks ago. Nice 3.9% blonde ale. We'll be going into the bright tank this afternoon. Be excited to tap our first St. Charles beer.
Good summer beer.
We've obviously been your place enough times to know, but if someone hasn't been at Downers that much or hasn't been here yet, can you tell everybody what the biggest differences between your brew house here and your original location are? Like, and what were the goals of this one compared to the last one?
Absolutely. So in Downers Grove, we're considered more of a production brewery, to where we're going to get a lot of product out to on and off premises accounts, as well as to our tap room. We do have a beautiful tap room out in Downers Grove where we do have 12 beers on tap typically. And then we send a lot of beer out for distribution to often on-premises places. This brew house is half the size of the brew house that we have in Downers. We could only do about 900 to 1,000 barrels here, where in Downers Grove we could probably do about 4,500 with our capacity right now, which is nice. Here we're able to experiment a little bit more. Smaller batches, one-offs. We're going to share our core beers from Downers Grove over here. Some of our beers from St. Charles will be on tap in Downers Grove as well. So that's the biggest difference on the brew side. The other thing is we're really into the hospitality. So in Downers Grove you can get your breadsticks and you can order in food. Here in St. Charles we have a full kitchen with an incredible chef and kitchen staff. They've been really making some really delicious stuff. So we work closely with chef to pair beer with food and food with beer. We get inspiration from each other. Certain ingredients might be coming in, and we're going to try to work together to make that experience the best one you can have. Right behind us we have some really fun stuff too.
Yeah, so I was going to ask about that.
So these are called fooders. This was before all the beautiful stainless steel was around. Beer was fermented and aged in wood. So we want to bring maybe some old world beer classic styles back and experiment with some new ones. We plan on putting our first beer in here. We're going a big imperial stout. This foeder has a char inside, similar to a bourbon barrel. And we're going to try to pick up some of those characteristics that you would off of a bourbon barrel. This one is not charred on the inside, it's more like a wine barrel. So you can do some more delicate beers, maybe some wood-aged fruited beers. So I haven't decided what to put in this one yet, but we'll get there.
So like a bourbon barrel, is there like a shelf life to these?
If you take good care of them, you can get several decades out of them. But it's a different type of maintaining. We got to keep the bugs out. But yeah, it's our first time having them, so we're excited to learn and experiment with them for sure. Downers Grove, we have a steam boiler that heats our water and boils our wort. Over here, we have direct fire. So that was a little bit different engineering and things like that. And also you notice that the stack coming off the boil kettle comes up and goes down. So what happens is light spray of mist during the boil turns that steam vapor back into water and it goes right down our drain. Fermentation vessel number 2. We decided to put in a beer that has been kind of forgotten about, called a Belgian table beer. Typically, Belgian table beers are between 1 and 3% alcohol. We decided to target 2.2%. Again, second location, second brew, 2.2%. And the name of this beautiful little guy is called Super 2. So we're excited to put that out there and reintroduce an old style that I haven't seen for a while. Has 2 lines coming off of them. One of them is servicing underground to our front main bar. The other line goes underground as well out to our container bar. If we take a right, we call this our PDR, or our private dining room. Will be open to the public, but if you'd like to reserve this room for a private event, full AV, and we can close this door to give you some privacy.
All right.
Since it is over a parking garage, there was some serious engineering that had to take place to be able to support the weight. And our team did a bang-up job and got it done between the drains and the structural steel that had to go into this design. Very impressive. Just under 2 years ago when we started looking for locations, and there were 0 breweries in St. Charles, and here we are. Just under 2 years later, 6, 7, and counting.
Yeah, Pollyanna's right across.
Good time to be a beer drinker, I tell you that. Yeah, Pollyanna right there. Yeah. Thinking about getting a zip line.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This was a project in itself.
Wow, that's awesome.
It has to obviously pass all the health codes and everything, so this is the real deal. I mean, it's a full service bar.
Yeah.
Once we get all the lines cleaned and ready to go, we'll balance the system, and they'll be ready to go on Friday. And then the nice part is we can go upstairs.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed a quick tour of the new location for Alter Brewing and Kitchen in St. Charles. I'd like to thank Mark for doing the interview and Amy for setting it up. Guys?
Yeah, this is an incredible spot. We appreciate the sneak peek, and we can't wait for things to get back to normal. I want to sit on this patio and enjoy a meal for sure, so we really hope this happens soon.
We do too. Thanks guys for coming out. We really appreciate Midwest Brew Review and your continued support. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, guys, remember, it's just beer. It's pretty damn good.
it's just beer.
And you say it's pretty damn good.
And it's pretty damn good.